Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Reluge, and some videos I've already mentioned how I feel about uh, generative AI. I personally feel like it's a stepping stone. Like it's pissing me off when I hear about companies laying off massive amount of people and replacing them with subpar generations, like AI generations. I have yet to see any AI do anything better than what a human can do. And that also includes sitting here in front of a camera talking to the camera. Because it's like, I see like all these AIs, it's like everything's like still except for their mouths, and they're like, it's like, it's more creepy than um the Polar Express. I'd rather watch Polar Express than see an AI person happily chatting away at me about dire um subjects. Anyway, so what I've read was that Suno actually pays people for their singing voice. And I have noticed that it's like a lot of the songs I've done, I noted that there were several voices that were the same. And it gives me hope that they actually are using their own resources instead of stealing from other people, like using Google to like grab stuff. But this article here is going to go into that, and along with what's going on with Spotify. So the title of this says it all. Suno's AI music uploads surpass Spotify's entire catalog every 2 weeks. And I honestly can see how that is, because I started doing the thing. I was going to make this video like at the end of last month, but I was not well. So what I'm personally doing to show how bad this can get, I have a free service on Suno, which gives me 5 songs per day. So I'm making 5 songs per day throughout the entire month of March and uploading it to YouTube. Because when I started doing Suno's songs, I was like, wait, I can upload it to Spotify? Make money off of it? I could just pump out songs and just put it up to Spotify and just watch the money roll in. But that'll be choking out people that are actually using talent to put forward their songs. And these people are already facing issues like pirating, people uploading the music onto like places like YouTube and whatnot. I mean, I know there's like the Vivo that has the actual music videos, but there are also people uploading the videos on their own channels for whatever reason. I mean, go ahead and insert reasons down below and you'd probably be right. But it's like all these song artists already have issues. And it's like, oh, man, talking about multi-billionaire not getting their money. Actually, that's not true, because yeah, they make their money off of concerts, but now with like cell phones, people can record the concerts and just upload them online. These people, the artists, are already having a huge problem, but now they're fighting AI songs that can be pumped out for 5 songs per day for free, but even more if you pay us a monthly service. Personally, that's a little ridiculous. And as you will see as the month progresses on my channel. So, continuing on with this article. And by the way, if you can't tell, it's EDM.com. AI music platform Suno generates more music than all the tracks available on Spotify combined every 2 weeks. And I think that's an understatement. So far, I've made actual interesting songs by just typing, give me something random. It's insane. In fact, I'm going to do a little game with you guys. With my songs that I'm posting this month, I want you to see if you can decide or figure out which ones are the random songs and which ones are the ones that I actually type in, give me a song about this. Let's see which ones you figure out. According to, the staggering figure amounts to approximately 7 million songs generated on the platform per day. That's not just by one person either. Those insights come to light from Suno's recent investor pitch deck, part of a recent fundraising effort that netted the company $250 million in Series C funding. Led by Menlo Ventures with backing from NVIDIA's and Ventures and Halwood Media, the round valued the company at $2.45 billion, reflecting Silicon Valley's continued enthusiasm for AI's disruptive potential in the entertainment space. Now, alright, I'm going to say my thing after this next line. If the sound of the future is AI generated, it's already playing on loop and at a deafening scale. Now, I have come across a few issues with generating the songs, because a lot of the time it comes out as he's sitting by his desk, candles lit, flickering in the air. And it's like they're overly describing the situation. Walls are white. Bird flies by. It's just like the amount that I have made. Some of the songs do seem a little repetitive. Led by Menlo... Oh wait, hold on. Suno's user base, most commonly men, I don't know why this is important, are spending an average of 20 minutes crafting each song. An average? I'm betting they're talking about the people that have, like, the paid whole service where the AI is actually talking to them, walking them through the process. Like, yeah, I want to add this. Let's add some of this, music in the background, some vocals, throw in like a choir during this part. Oh, with me it's seconds. That simplicity is part of the controversial platform's appeal. With nothing more than a text prompt, users can produce full-length tracks complete with instrumentals and vocals. And yeah, I've 2 songs I produced this month. I did add a little bit more in the background to really give that song a little bit more of a oomph. But I barely had to do anything. Suno did it all for me. But behind the valuation bump, Suno faces scrutiny. The company is battling multiple lawsuits, including complaints from the world's largest record labels who have collectively accused Suno of engaging in widespread copyright infringement of their recordings at an almost unimaginable scale. I notice that is a link. The company claims to have 1 million subscribers. That's a lot. A 78% weekly retention rate among them, and 350,000 weekly returning users who previously left the service. The trend suggests a deeply engaged user base despite the industry's regulatory headwinds. Its roadmap includes new social features like a TikTok-style video feed with an in-app create hook function for collaborative song iteration. Also, I noticed, they recently added, like, you know the little picture it has to represent the song? It's AI generated trying to match the, like, what's said in the song. While you're publishing it, I noticed that on it, you can create, you can animate the picture. For its investors, Suno is representative of nearly 100 million people who have used the platform to generate music thus far, a sign that they're rewriting the scale of music creation in real time. Now let's check out the lawsuit. Suno... Oh yeah, and that's another thing. It's not just Suno. There are dozens of music generation programs out there. So Suno and Udio are facing lawsuits from top record companies over the alleged unauthorized use of sound recordings to train their AI models. Now, if you remember what I said earlier, I've only mentioned that they paid singers to attribute their to supply their voices for the songs. I haven't read anything about the actual instrumental parts. The recording industry is intensifying its fight against unauthorized AI-generated music with lawsuits targeting two leading services, Suno and Udio. Filed in separate U.S. district courts, the suits allege that the companies behind these programs have unlawfully exploited copyrighted sound recordings to train their AI-powered text-to-music models. I have noticed a bit of AC/DC, and I'm trying to think. Can't remember the other band it's like the instrumentals sound just like it. The Recording Industry Association of America has reportedly spearheaded the lawsuits. Oh, the RIAA. Oh, representing the big three major labels. Sony, of course, Universal, of course, and Warner, of course. The complaints emphasize that Suno and Udio have copied vast amounts of sound recordings without obtaining proper permissions, thus violating fundamental copyright laws. And personally, I think they're in their right to do that if this actually has happened. According to the complaints, AI-powered music generation services like Suno and Udio operate by ingesting massive data sets of popular music to create new outputs that mimic human sound recordings. This method, the lawsuits argue, not only infringes on copyright but also poses risks of flooding the market with AI-generated music, which could overshadow genuine works created by humans, which is what's going on. The lawsuits seek to achieve several goals. Court declarations that the services have infringed on copyright works, injunctions to prevent future infringements, and financial damages for past violations. RIAA Chairman and CEO Mitch Glazer stressed that while the music community is open to collaborating with responsible AI developers, unlicensed services pose a significant threat to the integrity and value of human creativity. So I know a lot of people will be like, oh, it sounds like they're complaining their pockets are being targeted. The music community has embraced AI, and we we are already partnering and collaborating with responsible developers to build substantial AI tools centered on human creativity that puts artists and songwriters in charge, Blazer said in a statement. But we can only succeed if developers are willing to work together with us. Unlicensed services like Suno and Udio that claim it's fair to copy an artist's life's work and exploit it for their own profit without consent or pay set back the promise of genuinely innovated AI for us all. Now, this also brings in the other generative AIs into question. Because, yeah, artists are... But it's just... Everything... It is stealing from people's jobs and their paychecks. And I know a long time ago, or a while ago, it's been said that people won't have to work for money. But then, if that's the case, where's everything going to be coming from? Like food and shelter and whatnot. We're still going to need money to buy stuff with. And with AI generations taking away jobs is going to make things a lot worse. It's like, how are we supposed to buy a Tesla if we don't have the money to buy it? Because we know you're not going to be just handing them out for free. But then, if we don't have to work, how are we going to survive? That's the issue. Where's the money going to be coming from? Where's the food going to come from? Where's the electricity, the water? Everything does cost money, but that's because it literally has to operate like that. There's one major reason why communism hasn't worked well yet. Besides the people in charge being, like, greedy. And yes, I use AI, but like I said, for stepping stones. That's the main reason why I haven't done animated videos through AI creation yet. So, let me know what you think about this whole situation. And be nice to the people in the comment sections, okay? No arguing. Everybody has their own opinion. They can have their own opinion. And in this situation, I don't think either opinion is wrong. Because, yeah, people say it's like, oh, AI is here and it's here to stay, and I believe that. It's like CG back in the day when that started coming out. People are complaining like, oh, that's going to replace people. Oh, that's replacing traditional animation, and it did. But now with AI, it's like you can legitimately replace people, and for me, I think that's a bit far. Because at least with CG, you still needed the people to animate it, to build it, to skin it, and then you still need someone to voice it. But with AI, it replaces everything. And I think it's a good tool for the small people. But it's all these large companies that just want to fire everybody and just be like, oh, one tool will do it. So, click on whichever like button you think is appropriate for this video. And until next time, stay decent.